Hello everyone, this is my pillar for Arterial Concepts Relate token and prove. So I'll be talking about how Marfan syndrome relates to the concepts that we've discussed in class about the arterial system and more specifically about aortic aneurysms. Marfan syndrome is when there's a defect in the gene that enables your body to produce a protein that helps give connective tissue its elasticity and strength. Marfan syndrome can damage the blood vessels, heart, eyes, skin, lungs, and the bones of the hips, spine, feet, and rib cage. It can also cause the walls of the aorta to become weak, causing enlargement to occur, which is called an aortic aneurysm. How does this relate? Well, you can see on the left, as I discussed in my understand token, this is the mechanical representation of the Windkessel model. When blood flows from the left ventricle through the aorta into the arterial system, the stiff walls of the aorta, which is caused by Marfan syndrome, are a problem because stiffer walls means that the compliance has been reduced. The reduced compliance causes higher pressures in the blood vessels. Over time, this can cause the walls of the aorta to become weak, resulting in the aortic aneurysm. The enlargement most commonly happens at the aortic root, so where the artery leaves the heart. On the left, you can see a normal heart, and on the right, you can see someone who's suffering from Marfan syndrome, and you can see the difference in sizes of the aorta, specifically at the root here. It's much larger than it is on the normal heart. So blood vessels throughout the body are affected by Marfan syndrome, but blood pressure is highest as it leaves the heart through the aorta, and it gradually decreases as it enters smaller and smaller blood vessels such as arteries, arterioles, and capillaries. So the decrease in compliance of the aorta is the most significant and potentially most life-threatening. Some additional comments are just other cardiovascular related issues that are found in people who suffer from Marfan syndrome. So you can have aortic dissection, which is when the aorta tears and leaks blood. You can have mitral valve prolapse, which is when the valve is unable to close properly, and you can also have aortic and mitral valve regurgitation, which is when the blood flows back through the valves. So the aortic dissection causes the aortic regurgitation, and the mitral valve prolapse causes the mitral regurgitation. Some individuals may also develop pulmonary artery dilation, which is the widening of the main artery of the lungs, but that usually doesn't cause too many problems. Some treatments of Marfan syndrome include medications to keep your blood pressure low to reduce the stress on the aorta. It is also not recommended to do any sort of extensive physical activity because that puts stress on your heart and your aorta. It's also not recommended to become pregnant because that also puts a larger stress on your heart. That's all. Thanks for watching.